Hey everyone, and welcome to the instructional video on calibration mode for AB Quantum. We've recently added a new calibration mode, and that's to calibrate by velocity, and I'm going to show you how to use that right now. So to do it, one of the first things that you need to do is you need to have two chronographs. The correct way to perform this calibration is to have a chronograph at the muzzle and at the target distance at the same time. And you're going to fire 5, preferably 10 rounds or more over both chronographs to get a good statistical amount of data. And then you're going to use that data for a calibration. You cannot do this by firing over the chronograph at the muzzle and then taking that chronograph and placing it downrange and firing it downrange. You need to do this with two chronographs because you need to capture the actual velocity of each round at both locations. So the next thing after you've done that is you want to go here and you want to go to environment, and we want to update all of this. Ideally, you would have a Kestrel or something else that can read that data live. Maybe it's a rangefinder that you've got paired to AB Quantum, but having the environment data at the shooting location is critically important for this, and making sure that you get that data right at the time of the calibration. So at the time that I recorded those velocities, I want to know what the temperature, humidity, and pressure was. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my target data. This range does face west. It is 0 inclination. Wind speed matters, by the way. Current wind speed is actually 6 miles an hour. So we're going to reduce that, gusting to 14. This is important. This will mess your calibration up if you put the wrong wind data in. So make sure you get that right. Then you're going to go to ballistic calibration. For pro level users, you're going to have the CDF calibration tool, and you're going to be able to select velocity now. So when you do this, you need to do this with meaning. I'm currently doing this on a 17 HMR. If this is a rimfire cartridge, I can see I'm around Mach 1.2. That's going to be the ideal location to do this. So 150, 200, 250 yards for rimfire. If you're shooting subsonics and stuff like that, 150, 200 yards. For center fire, high velocity center fire, the closer you get to Mach 1.2, the better this calibration is going to work. Yes, you can do this at any range greater than your 0 range, but you really want to do this at 750 or 1,000 yards even. You want to capture that and use that data. So in this case, 201 yards on this range was around Mach 1.2. So this is really good data because we're around that zone we want to be in. Mach 1.2. Now, the next thing that we're going to do here is we're going to go to our actual profile. If you have a CDF already input, we're going to zero this out. So we're going to put 1 and hit done. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to come down here to my muzzle velocity. If you've got the live mode and you're pairing from a Garmin, you can do that. But let's go ahead and input what our muzzle velocity was, and that was 26.76, and we'll hit done here. Okay. This is a critical step. You want to make sure this is why you need two measuring devices. One to capture the muzzle velocity at the same time that you captured the downrange velocity. Now that downrange velocity, we're going to input the range here. That velocity was 1,411 feet per second. You can see it calculated our CDF right here. And then we're just going to hit apply. You can see our firing solution updated. So I'm going to go back here and you're going to see that CDF has now applied into that block. And that's how you use this tool. So simply put, you need two measuring devices, one at the muzzle and one at the target that will give you velocity at both locations. You need to know the range that you're doing this at, ideally around Mach 1.2 if possible. If it's subsonics, just give it a good range. The more range you give it, the better that this is going to calibrate. Then you make sure your environment, your target data is correct, and you go in to your profile, you input the velocity that you recorded at the muzzle into the profile itself. Make sure that your CDF is set to 1.0 before you do the calibration, and you input the velocity that you measured at the target and what that target range was. So hopefully this video was helpful. If you have any questions, as always, send those to us through a support ticket. Thank you, and we hope you have a great day.